Oh, that took forever. That took a lot
Zero.
longer than usual. Okay, so we are on to
Okay.
spoiler alert. If you're somehow watching this, do not be upset at any of us because we're going to say things. Episode 2, Refuge. Go through like normal. I don't remember who we did last time. Summer, go ahead with what you liked, other than your new favorite.
Okay, I just want to point out, I honestly didn't think the mole was going to come back up. That was a very fun surprise for me. I was like, every time I decide you're going to be my favorite background character, they just keep popping up, and it's honestly just to be dumb. Anyway, there was actually a lot of little things I liked more this episode, and maybe that's just because this episode was a little more compressed on what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Nora and Ren, they're obviously feeling the effects of being separated. Nora's being more playful. Ren's obviously dealing with some emotions.
Oh god, he's so tense.
He's like so tense and ready to like fight anybody who tells him anything he doesn't like.
He's ready to snap. I'm like,
the conversation between Oscar and Ozpin was interesting because I feel like Ozpin is finally like getting a different mindset slowly from what we've seen him have. And I just like seeing the other members of Robin's group because they're also more prominent. Like just the things that they generally do in the group, we kind of got to see more of. And I just kind of like how casually they work with their semblances. Like Fiona just kind of, I'm just going to put this map away for now.
Yeah, I like that. It also seems that they have a male member.
Yeah.
Crimson?
I don't remember the name.
Crimson.
Yes. Something like that, I think.
Yeah, but that was weird. I was kind of like...
May's my favorite,
Never showed that guy once, but apparently he's important to you. All right, Raven, go ahead.
Fucking Crow.
oh god.
One might say he wants to murder.
He's gonna live up to his name. He's gonna end up probably killing someone.
Yeah.
You know what they say, Ty.
Did you know that multiple crows put together are called a murder? It was really dumb. That's a joke for my stream. It's really dumb, but it made me laugh.
All right.
That joke is becoming canon concerns me.
They had a freaking Karen. If anyone
remembers,
freaking Karen.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I started hearing that, and I'm like, oh god, so many work memories are starting to pop up here. Dear God. The conversation the rant that Robin was giving to Jacques. That rant was hilarious halfway through it.
Oh yeah.
You Salem with a mustache.
Now, I'm gonna say this because it's the only thing that popped in my head. Salem now has her own personal Digimon.
You're not wrong.
Oh god. We're gonna argue that, but there's a lot to talk about.
We'll get to that part. We'll talk about it. Jean has really grown up from the guy who cheated his way into the academy.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then let's see where this path of Oscar and Ozpin goes. Maybe Oscar will actually be able to cancel out the avatars of the past, like Cora did.
It's the first time we got to hear Ozpin admit that he doesn't like that this happens.
It's true, but would anyone like that?
No.
But yeah.
Well, I don't know if depending on how full of yourself you are, and we're starting to learn that Ozpin isn't as bad as what everyone made him out to be. He's getting a little bit of the back end storytelling, I guess, or character development. She's made out to be an absolute prick in the beginning of Volume 6.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. Blake, go ahead.
First, pretty much most of the episode was like normal, chill, little like comic release. Then the last 5 minutes happened. God damn, I was so scared. That cliffhanger, I hate cliffhangers, but I love them because they want you to like beg for more.
You only hate them at the end of the volume.
Oh yeah.
You have to wait a whole year.
So
one thing that I've noticed they've gotten a lot with, especially with these last few, they've gotten really good at basically cliffhangering every episode, but just it feels like that's naturally how the episode would have ended. It doesn't seem like they're cramming a cliffhanger in.
Yeah, like they're not like compressing everything into one thing.
Yeah. my favorite thing, was probably the hardest I've laughed in a while, that made me feel like, yeah, there's still moments of how they act when they're in volumes, the first volumes that everyone thinks that they don't do anymore. And that
Everything about that. Okay.
I laughed way too hard at that.
I was like,
I
So,
actually knew that was
I can't
coming.
remember. I don't know if it was on Twitter or Tumblr, and I wish I had sent it. Someone made a joke from the previous episode when they said either you're baggage or you're helping, and then they go and show this picture, and she's baggage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then someone brought back the quote from Ruby in volume 2 when they're about to go on their assignment. How are we supposed to get there? We'll just mail ourselves there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Carol, I see you there. We talked about it last week, and I wasn't exactly right. I knew they were going to be close to each other. They aren't exactly in the same jail cell, but they are basically in the same jail.
I was right.
She's
They
in their
wouldn't put
game.
them in the same cell. Yeah.
Those are awesome, though. It looks like you could have that whole block turn into jail cells just at random. I really like the design of that, because it looks like these are all basically the beds pop out of there, and then they're segregated off. But
Voice got yeeted.
she did. Yes, she did.
I just like how Watts is like so just like, I don't care.
Yeah, he's just like, well, they left me. We're all screwed now.
He was like, when he was like, well, we're all stuck together. That smile. I was like, get that fucking smile off your face right now, kid.
And then Jock's like, Whitley has already probably called my lawyer.
The best
Yo,
part about
that
that is someone
face.
put on Tumblr of like, he knows my legal team. He's gonna call somebody, and then it showed a GIF of a mom and a son dancing the night away at the house alone.
That's literally what's going on. I
If you
feel
all
like.
remember when he got arrested, you saw the son's face. You saw Whitley's face. He's like, what the hell?
He was upset,
Yeah,
but my
he
favorite
was.
part about that was what got brought up last season. I really appreciated that they brought it up, was that Weiss, yeah, Whitley's a shitbag, I'll admit that, but
Mhm.
basically both his sisters left him to deal with his parents,
Yeah,
who
that's
were an
why.
alcoholic and an asshole.
That's why. Widow, the
That's
the
how I
mother
labeled
was
him
like,
in my
you love your fucking brother here with this, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
That's how
Yeah.
I labeled those, the drunk and the asshole.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, maybe now that he's just home alone with his mom, hopefully he doesn't drink a little bit as much, might actually get a little bit of him not being an asshole for once, because like he looked like a scared little kid, like you said, when his dad got taken away. So
Yeah, so
I figured
see.
that was kind of the only person who liked him. So, of course he's going to do whatever his dad wants. So,
His mom
I mean,
basically
it-
didn't exist.
yeah.
Mhm.
And basically the whole opening, you kind of can see that he has a whole different body language in the opening. So,
Yeah.
May I? Crow's dead.
Yes.
Clover's dead. Move on.
That
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. What did you say? I'm not saying I deleted every photo but that one.
Clover's dead.
I hate you.
you're mean.
Hey, but I'll make you feel
I'm
better.
sorry they confirmed it.
Hate moment.
Lol.
There he
He
is.
also is Fiona's uncle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
what
he's
that's so
related to a main
cool.
character. That's the funny thing to me still.
It's Mole Man Gus.
Boy.
But yeah.
Nothing that.
And we were-
Luma. I sent us so many fucking photos. Have fun going through them.
Well, the ones I sent at the very end to you of Clover, where you can see him holding not Crow. We see
Crow.
Crow holding Clover's little pin there. Someone
Pin.
pointed out on Tumblr before I clicked the photos and opened it. It literally looked like he was taking it and just kind of pulling it to his chest, not hiding it. He's kind of pulling it to his heart. Someone pointed out, and I opened the photos, and be like, "Oh, it was just the way the photo was cut that they posted it." But
Yeah, he was just trying to hide it.
I know he was
Yeah.
trying to hide
He
it.
was hiding it because I don't know, and or he's afraid they'll take it from him.
Yeah. That's
I would
one thing.
You
cry.
got to have evidence to show Clover Crow did it or something. Who knows?
Yeah,
Because there's still
that's-
blood on it.
That's one thing
Yeah.
that we have to be in with this show, especially. And it's one thing that I hate talking about it with some people sometimes. It's that character breathed in that character's general direction. They have sexual feelings.
Look,
That's how shipping works.
I was gonna say, look, I'm an
They're
avid
in the
shipper.
same room together. We ship them. That's just how it works.
I'm an avid shipper, but I'm not gonna go crazy over every little thing.
Oh,
I
I
will
know.
later.
Oh,
but-
I know. Trust me, we've finally got a crackpot theory that I hate people. Anyway,
I'm sorry, that was funny. I had to bring it up.
hurt.
I know,
That hurt.
but anyway, we talked about the Karen that Yang dealt with earlier.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, with that whole like thing, I do like live reactions like on Twitter. So I was like, you drop this, Yang, and it's like the crown emoji.
Exactly. And there was the other one going back to the prison.
I have mixed reactions with this. Wait, if he's talking about Tyrion, yes, let's go, let's do that. I'm supportive. But if he's talking about it, I would no, let's not. No, I know we hate Ironwear, but like, let's not kill Ironwear. Is this? Yeah,
See, I can see that argument.
Taylor wants that to happen, so let's not do that.
I can see him going either way because at the end of last volume, he said James will pay. So he could honestly be talking about Ironwood.
He could.
But at the same time, he could also be talking about Tyrion, the one who actually did kill him.
Yeah,
I
because
would
Tyrion
to
like
see him
did
beat Ironwood to the point of where he's almost dead to knock sense into him, but I would like to see him kill Tyrion.
I just was
So
thinking
I want
about
that fight to happen more.
No,
I
I
would
would see it more than Admin Clover, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to hear about this later.
Oh,
I just had to think. So I was thinking of a joke while I was thinking. It's like, oh, if Crow, Robin, and Raven comes in to help kill, you have a group of birds with a crow. It's a murder of birds.
God, I fucking hate it.
You know that if you get a group of crows together, that's considered a murder.
Did you know Raven sucks at
It's like-
once?
Anyway,
And it's an insult to me every time.
so
Did you know you're very sus here, Mr. Doors?
Was it Weiss was very sus, so Nora did the right thing.
She was very sus, so they ejected her.
Yes.
I know. I was gonna say. So she was the imposter. She got ejected.
You also have to talk about how someone said that Weiss technically vented.
She did, so she's sus.
I'm just saying.
What the hell, but Nora?
Yeah.
I mean, she was the other sus.
Oscar, I'd just like to point out that Crow did not cut his tail off. Ruby did.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
it was Ruby.
Ruby.
It's the first
Volume
time.
4.
Wait. I believe first volume 4, if I'm remembering correctly, other than outside of damn and hell, was the first time we had a cuss word in Ruby because then he called her a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also realized that it's funny that Tyrion's like giving Cinder shit. Meanwhile, wasn't Tyrion sent out to kill Crow and he failed?
He was technically sent out to go grab Ruby.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
Yeah,
I think
it
he wanted to kill
was
Crow.
Ruby.
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was because
Salem wanted Ruby, so that it's
Oh, yeah, and then
Silver
Crow
Eyes.
kinda
So
pop-locked
she
it.
said,
she's like,
Okay.
no, I'll go do it. All right, and then what were some other?
Some
We
of
haven't
their
gotten to that yet.
assassination.
There was one shot in the episode that was incredibly sad to me for like no reason.
Is it the oh,
The toy.
cry.
I was gonna say, is it the toy? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really sad. And there's
Is
like
that in that whole dialogue where it just shows that the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
With Oscar and Austin, that's just like why that hurts.
Yeah,
That's
but
such
it was.
a good shot though, because like that alone is just enough story building there.
It is. It's
Yeah.
awesome, and the fact that it has the boot print on it too, that I thought was a logo
Yes.
until the second time I watched it.
Well,
I was gonna
looking
say I
at,
like the indent of the shoe on there and how stuffed up that toy is.
I
Yeah.
know.
to me because Ren was
Are you
kind of
having
a
fun
focal
going up
point,
through all of that?
because Ren was kind of a focal point in there.
Oh yeah. And like we said earlier, it was the first time that Osmond brought up that he does not like that he basically merges with people. That was a
Thanks a
thing
lot.
that should have gotten said at one point, because eventually Osmond's just kind of like, all right, I was kind of a dick. I'm going to try and talk about this stuff logically. Because Osmond point blank said he wasn't upset that he left. He's upset, or Oscar was upset he was upset that he came back. I was like, that was probably the
Because
most
like
thing
during
I've
that
ever
whole
said.
time he was quiet, he felt like he was like in control of his body and like all that.
Yeah.
Like he felt like it was him doing everything and not like Osmond telling him
Yeah.
what to do.
Zahir, I hope I say your name correctly. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Life is
Oh,
Strange,
hi.
where you can't pronounce your people's names.
Yes. All right.
why I
So
don't
with the fox thing here, because it also connects as they were traveling with Ren, kind of masking the powers. It kind of reminds me from the scene of the animated Mulan, where the village was attacked and they find the little doll.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
I've seen that movie too many times, so it's like that's the one thing that stood out to me. So I saw this, I
remember
saw the
that.
blueprint. It's almost like the doll that they found in
Yeah.
that scene,
Oh yeah.
and it made sense with Ren being there. Also, Ren, my God, an Addy teenager there, attitude teenager.
That
Angsty.
dude is not happy. He's like
Angsty.
His girlfriend isn't there. They're
he
having an
went through
argument.
puberty, and it's hitting him 2 years after he did. It's like,
Look, you guys don't understand. Him and his girlfriend are having a fight right now.
You mean girlfriend for like 2 seconds?
well,
High school.
I will
I mean,
say
they
they've
did,
been
and then
girlfriend,
they
boyfriend,
couldn't talk
girlfriend
about their
for
feelings.
roughly 4 years. They just made it official for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And they're gonna kill one of them off, maybe. I swear.
But like, what really stood out to me was how Yang is like, "Hey Ren, can you connect with Jean and he can amplify your power?" Did you see his face of like, "Oh my God, Mom, shut up"?
Yeah. When, not to mention that Ren did the exact same thing for more people in Volume 6.
He
He
did
disguised
the whole train.
train
Yeah.
without thinking about it because they were happy.
No, they
So
were
you can
semi-happy.
tell like he's very like stressed out and tense. So
Yeah, I would say
I wouldn't
so.
also be surprised if like it drains him more the more upset people are, so the more he has to mask.
Well, it's also the fact that he has to concentrate.
yeah, that's why like I'm very
Well, because
like,
his
how
whole semblance is hiding emotions and all that. If his own emotions kind
all
of
over the place, yeah.
Yeah. But another couple little things we got to see in here. We got to see a lot more from May. and the fact
Yep.
that she has a souped up version of Ilya's semblance.
Visibility.
Yep, straight up invisibility and not predator invisibility, where you're basically, I would call that translucency, is what Ilya has. She has straight up invisibility. What was the other one that I wanted to talk about that we saw before we get to the main thing that everybody wants?
We're gonna talk about Fiona's awesome transportation disappearing.
Well,
Just the whole
Fiona
thing
was
with
just
Penny,
talking.
I can't tell her.
I knew she had that semblance anyway.
We all
But
did,
yeah,
but-
this whole talk was awesome.
I like
I
how
love
people
Penny's
are
mannerisms.
not paralyzing, comparing it to the conversation from what is it, Volume 3, when she finds out that Penny's a robot.
That was in 2, I believe.
2, whatever.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mallory
I
too
think-
was
I
when
meant
she
yes.
found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like that whole thing, like Penny was like, I did not sign up for this. Like that just hurt because like you can tell
Right.
like she's so conflicted. Like she was meant to attack Mantles if you like she's not now because Ironwood's just a dick.
Yeah.
I know. Poor girl.
I'm looking at this photo. I'm just looking at Ruby's hair. I'm like, why does it look like a lot like her really old style from the side profile here? I'm just like looking at the photo. It's not like all spiked, gelled back kind of is when you see her from the front side.
Yeah.
Well, because it's on the side.
I know it's a
Yeah.
profile, but I'm just looking at it like it kind of looks like her old look almost.
A little bit.
A little.
I like how it depends on when you actually see her red hair. Like it seems like she has highlights at points versus actually having red hair.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the lighting and the angle that she's in.
No, because yeah, if you look like me, my hair looks a lot lighter in the sunlight. So
Yeah.
Anyway, gonna kind of get to the meat and potatoes of the main big thing that happened, and I have
Salem's Digimon.
twice they showed the little freakazoid hanging off in the
People
background.
people pointed out that where you see it behind Oscar, during that whole thing, that's when Ren was using his semblance.
Mhm.
So how is Grim know where Oscar is?
It's because Ren was actually just covering the people. Everyone else, you know, is, like,
Oh
off
yeah,
to
they
the
were
wearing
colors.
still.
Oh yeah.
Which is what I thought was kind of like, really? I get it. They were covering the people that don't have like combat, whatever,
But
and all that.
Nonetheless,
It was a bit
what we've
tough
seen, this
visibility.
Grim was not tracking by feelings; it was tracking by scent. It was a freaking
Yeah, it was
dog.
rocking off.
I know.
So even if
I
he
was
was
gonna
mad,
bring that up. I just think that it's literally every time they use Ren's semblance, they do that. They never cover themselves. Every time they've used it.
Yeah. Like when I saw the Grim the first time, I was like, they're in danger.
I honestly, when I saw him at both of these spots, Raven might be the only one that knows this, but there's a part when you play where you see Nero going through streets in Devil May Cry 4, and all you see is the normal main character of the series, Dante, just watching him fight stuff. And you like only see it if you catch it out of the corner of camera shots. That's exactly what I thought, because it looks just like this.
well, the only
No,
time
it's
I saw
fun.
the Grim was behind
The Grim is
Oscar
a
in the first
yonder.
shot there. I'm guessing at that. It must have been the bridge scene with the other picture. I don't remember
this one
seeing
is
him.
one
Yeah,
of
I
the
only saw
rightest
him on the
berries.
bridge. I didn't see him in on the Oscar shot until someone
I'll
pointed
be honest,
it out.
I didn't
I didn't either.
remember him at all my first watch through. I did, so I was just surprised by him when he popped up too.
Yeah, I saw him the first time on the bridge.
Yeah,
Both
I didn't
times
see
did
him with
not see him
Oscar.
the second time. But yeah, this is another.
That whole thing was just.
Ugh.
Stormy's
Yeah.
like a part of Grim touched him, so like, is he gonna be okay?
I think he's going to be fine. I think they would have purposely shown it going in a pour or something if something
it
was
would
going to
have
go
some
horrible.
effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
Literally me.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
I
oh
was
my
like,
He's
God.
screaming.
no.
like that thing talked. That
Like,
scared
we
the
know
hell
where
out.
It's just
They
everything
teased
about
that to us in the trailer, if you guys remember. The very end of that trailer, you heard the no.
I know, but
And so
no
it's
can
like,
come from a lot of
we're just
people.
it. At the end of the trailer.
It was
Yeah,
said
like
in the
for a-
trailer.
For like a brief moment, you can hear the no, but they don't like show who said it.
Yeah, now we
I don't
know.
remember that. Really?
Yeah, it was
But
at the end. It was like at the end.
Split in
Yeah.
second.
the fact that she now has the most badass thing that they've ever made, that it can just reform itself into basically whatever it wants. It honestly reminds me of a Leviathan from Supernatural. And like I said, it kind of basically went through a digivolution twice.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
It was like
ultimate
almost. It was
stage.
kind of. It was pretty much like a human at one point, like standing on 2 feet, have hands,
Yeah.
smart, using
Yeah.
Oscar as a shield to fuck with their emotions.
And then where was that?
This is what Jean said. It's like, it's not that Grim aren't smart. What is
Yeah,
this?
they're not supposed. Yeah, like they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, there
smart.
it is.
Yeah, that's for the
And they're
thing.
not
with it.
supposed to targ or grow
Which
wings.
just it tells me that Salem is finally either getting very smart and learning how to build Grim, or something
No.
else.
I think she
Or
knew
that-
how to
yeah.
do
Yeah,
it the
I
entire
feel like she
time. She
knew
was
how-
just getting her way until now, and now she's not.
Yeah, see, I feel
I was
like she
gonna say
knew
that's kind of how I took it.
I forgot what volume with the secret ending. Like she was in in front of the pool and Grim were coming out. Wasn't that her making all the Grim?
That was her
Yeah.
making Baringles have wings all
Yeah,
of a
so
sudden.
like she knows how to make Grim, but like holy
But-
shit,
The,
She's
man.
just getting
the
pissed
flying
finally.
monkeys that Ty is still waiting for.
I don't think we're getting them. I honestly, because
I
feel
that
like
was
that
basically
was the
they were
flying
supposed to go get
monkey.
him, but then they're like, we came up with something better 2 volumes later.
What if this is
Well,
your
honestly-
flying monkey because it's got the wings?
Yeah, that has to
It
be
has
the
no
flying-
monkey parts whatsoever, and those ones didn't have to sprout them. They were there already, and they were feathery, not dragon.
Also, I noticed. I don't know if everybody else noticed this, but the moment when the Grin grew the wings are the same as the ones that Salem has in the opening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was gonna say it. I also kind of think maybe she could even be like controlling it, and that's
Okay.
why it's smarter.
Like it's a jelly.
True. It's pretty much like Salem controlling it like a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one thing I thought of basically for how it looks like a wolf at most times, like it never lost its wolfish type head, that they go basically, this is just me putting things into it, that every single one of these people is based roughly off a fairy tale. We've had Red Riding Hood for 7 volumes, but we haven't had the big bad wolf yet.
The
Oh,
only
yeah, good
time you ever
point.
saw it was the trailer. Was the red trailer.
That's true.
Well, those
Only
were
ever done.
Beowulfs. I do not consider one of them to be the big bad wolf. They're all pansies that got chopped in half in 2 seconds.
That is.
You're a pansy too.
Not really.
Yeah, Ty's
grows
a
them.
pansy. He grows them, yeah.
So, yeah, that. I'm just gonna go back to that.
We're gonna go back to happy times in this episode.
I just like
It
I
is
should
gonna-
point out, being like, these robots are working for my company, so they have nothing to do with
Oh,
Ironwood.
Blake.
Like,
Blake was
you
like,
never-
you own everything, don't you?
What
I
building
was
do you
so
not
happy she
own?
was joking. I was so happy that they were showing
You know,
joking
they
around.
Blake got
Blake
time to be a
especially.
savage.
Yeah,
Dude, yes.
That's my name for this week.
that's not important. Or it's not relevant. I think she might have said it was not relevant.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's just like shut up.
I can't get over the fact that they Willy Wonka themselves up there.
Right?
I also sent a photo, like, you see everybody's face, and then it's just Nora smiling and laughing.
I know. Yeah, there it is.
She's having so much fun.
That must be painful as well. You like literally folded her in half suddenly.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Just I'm waiting for the response of like, also, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna call up Rooster Teeth if they don't do this the way I think they're going to. Because if they do this correctly and logically, May should be left behind. Because unless they reprogram one of the robots to push the button for them, they all can't get up there.
Or she uses her
Right?
stick
That's
from
my-
a distance.
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
Because none of their semblances are cloning.
Like, Ruby can use
And
her
Weiss is
sight
gone already,
and, like,
so she can't use the armor.
or like a gun to, like, suit it. The button.
Or my other thought was they're going to use that, and Penny is going to fly up.
That
That is
well,
the only
you would
way
get
I
caught
thought of
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
Or like
it's
if you
either
fly.
Penny flies up or one of them gets left behind, because otherwise it makes no literal sense.
Or
That-
you know what
I
they're
was
gonna
literally
do?
thinking the same thing.
They're not gonna show it, and all of them will be up there.
I was gonna say, or they're gonna
And
do
then
ties
it
for
will make
everything.
no literal sense, which I'm getting real
Cartoons
sick
have
of. It's
done
going to
it.
create problems that will
Because
be really
fuck
easy.
logic.
Yeah, because
That's how
cartoons
this
have done
works.
this for years and broken
You fuck the
laws of
logic.
physics.
Yes, I get that, but they've physically shown you have to
But
push
Nora's
a button.
face is just like, eat.
I have a feeling they're gonna program a robot.
Yes,
My vote's the robot.
yes.
I know I sent you the photo that comes after this moment.
I
Yeah,
know,
I'm waiting
but
for the next
again, Facebook made it a GIF.
How?
Don't tell
This
me it
Facebook
won't
is
show
weird.
any of them. Literally every one of them, when I save it off of here, it goes, GIFs will not show in StreamYard. So for some odd reason, when the two big groupings you all sent, they all showed up in Facebook to Facebook as GIFs.
I mean, Blake's second by second snapshots. The entire
Everybody,
episode.
literally
Listen.
everybody.
I
That
Literally
might be
everybody.
why
Second
it
by-
turned into a GIF. It might have picked up the second by second notion, being like, "Oh, these probably connect together. I'm gonna stack them."
Well, then it thought that for everybody's because it wasn't just Blake's.
Well, a lot
Yeah,
of
I was
my
gonna
photos.
say. He said it was a.
It's legit everybody's.
I said 3 photos.
I sent 3,000.
It still happened, whether we want to or not. It still happened.
This is
I
like
just
a
love how she
ballet.
did like the little cursey in the animation for her
Yeah.
semblance. I thought that was cute.
Yes. that
Right?
was.
Yes.
But anyway, so since we could talk about series and what's gonna go, hold on. Was there anything else?
You want to go with the crack theories first before summer burst?
No, we're gonna get to something else because there's something I want to bring up that Watts got like beat down and then taken away. That'll go into
Oh yeah.
a
Smart ass comment.
that'll go into a theory that I have. But the other thing I want to get brought up is that Ozpin openly said that his magic is going away. It's not just that I always have magic and it's gonna stay. It's I have a reservoir.
No,
which
I thought that
something
was
I
mentioned.
wonder
Isn't
about.
like Oscar like isn't like Oscar taking Ozpin's magic in semblance?
He took. We've never heard if he has a semblance. We know that he has a cane that stores magic. That's all that's ever been. No, a cane that stores time. They've never mentioned the fact that he had old school magic. You just saw that he had it at the end of the last volume.
Which makes me wonder. I was thinking it's like either it was said in the show or somewhere else that we knew his
No,
power was diverting because of Crow
What
and
was
Raven.
it?
Their power.
What was it? Volume 5? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them saying something being like,
He tells them that was one of the last big things he was able to do was give Crow and Raven the ability to turn into birds.
which is a great power. Thanks, by the way.
It is a great power, but I don't remember him saying that he was drained of all of his magic.
Not that he was
Yeah.
drained. He was
It
just
was-
saying that it's not as strong, and that was like one of the last big things he did. But at the same time, he was also telling them that there was no more wishes on the relic.
Yeah.
So I don't know how liable that is.
Yes. Yeah.
But
But also could connect back to the maidens, because we know the story of the maidens is the old wizard gave them their powers.
Yeah,
so that also
don't
could take
know
it
when
back.
that happened.
Thousands of years ago, old man depression there.
Yeah.
I can take it back.
Take it back here. I'm gonna take the maiden powers back, so Salem
Right.
won't go after them anymore.
Taking my gift back.
Anyway,
He's not a girl. So unless he becomes a girl, he can't take the powers.
I mean, he gave them the powers.
You can take, yeah.
I brought you into this world. I could take.
I can take you out of it, bitch.
Basically, this is where I was going with that.
What every parent has said to their child at least once in their life.
yes.
My parents never told me that.
I'm a victim of it more than once.
Anyways,
And I was a hellraiser.
Hi.
I guess we could go into theories then.
I've already said my theories though.
The one that is not a crackpot theory that we'll go to later is that you saw in the opening that Watts is quote unquote hacking Pietro. Since they beat him down and then took him away, and Penny point blank had her best friend hang up on Ironwood, part of me thought that maybe they will sneak Watts in there to hack him to get them to bring Penny back up.
Yeah, I feel like Ironwood's gonna get Watts on his team.
He's
and
like,
hey,
I'll set you
free. Says half Penny. That's all you gotta do, kid.
I was gonna say Ironwood's at a very dangerous place right now.
Yeah,
I can definitely see him going that way.
Yeah, he's that far gone.
That doesn't really make him a friend to Penny anymore. Also, friend? Ugh.
Penny is one of those people that I think you have to do a lot for her to not consider you a friend anymore.
I never considered him a friend since we first were introduced with him in volume 2.
You're not
Penny.
Penny.
Penny was working for him, so I guess in that sense, you know,
she was programmed.
So if if Winter's my friend, then Ironwood's my friend too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Penny's a very
her personally.
Yeah, I was gonna say Penny's one of those very more upbeat, positive characters. So that makes sense for her.
Because I know personally, throughout most of my high school life, basically, unless you murdered a family member, it took a lot for me to not be friends with you. So I can agree with where she's kind of coming from.
I was stuck with the same person all through my life. I'm still stuck with her.
You murdered a family member.
Murdered.
I'm just saying. I've been through a lot of people.
A person can murder somebody that's not a family member, and that'll be okay for you.
It's like, look, if you murdered,
I want to know what the loopholes are.
Fine. But if you,
I like how that's all they're going on is murdering.
Did you guys know that if you put a group of crows together, it's called a murder?
I hate it.
That is your favorite joke right now, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it might be, at least around you people. But let's
won me a game.
Theories that aren't the she has to be someone this volume theory.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Like, you can go first.
God.
This might be a stress, but like how John is very the positive upbeat, we can do this and let's stay calm. I feel like he might snap before Ren does.
He's the very last one that's kind of holding himself together.
Yeah. So I just feel like he's gonna snap first because I just felt like out of nowhere he's like, let's stay calm, kids.
He is very much
just how he is out of nowhere is just kind of concerns me.
Which is funny considering the voice actor does voice act camp counselor.
So it's just how he's acting just kind of concerns me. I understand he you have to be calm, but I'm like, is this how you acting right now? I'm concerned. I feel like you're not calm, kid.
Yeah, I also think that he's trying to be that one person to be like, we're all pissed off. For the love of God, we have a group of 100 people that think they're gonna die. Let's calm down for 2 seconds.
Yeah, right. How he's acting, I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
things under control, guys.
Yeah,
because when Yang volunteered Ren, John was like, we can do it, no problem.
And then the stupid pep talk.
He is Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
so I
the one
just
on
felt
their
like
team
how
that's
he
trying
is,
to
like
do
he
it.
might crack before Ren does.
He might. It
Someone
might.
in that group is going to.
He probably is going to be the one that Ren is about to crack, and then he cracks on Ren.
Yeah,
Right?
I feel like
Ren's
Ren's
like-
about to crack, and then John's just like, I'm doing it first.
Yep, I'm
He's
done.
like, you know
Y'all are
what?
going to shut up
My
and listen.
turn.
Yes, exactly. He's going to have the. Have you guys ever seen Christmas Vacation?
Yes.
Yeah.
The moment where Gus Griswold just cusses out his entire family for like 5
Yes.
minutes. I see him
It's my
kind of going
favorite.
into that.
I will be surprised
Charlie,
if John does that.
Charlie,
I really
Christmas.
won't.
Yeah. I could agree with that. I could see that happening. That makes sense to me. I could see that. We'll go in reverse order then. Raven, I think it was. Go ahead.
This episode, just because the way it was set up, didn't give me too many theories. So I don't know right now. Right now, I don't know. We'll come up with some later.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the theory juice. I don't know if it was you or Summer.
It was summer
About-
with the crackpot.
Summer, save the crackpot and do a real one. I might go
Someone
off
said
the
it.
crackpot
Someone,
theory.
I don't know if it was you or Summer said about that Grim, and I
That was
did
me.
not appreciate
That was
it.
me.
That was
me.
summer.
That was me.
You did not say that. You did not say this here.
No, I got it from Tumblr. Let me
Okay.
specify. I got that from Tumblr. It's not mine,
don't do
but I
it.
had
Okay.
to share it to make
Yes.
you guys mad.
Yeah.
Not crackpot theory. I mean, outside the whole watch thing, because I feel like that's honestly gonna happen.
Yeah.
I kind of do see Crow and Robin doing a prison break. I don't know if that means Jock is gonna get out as well, but I do see those
No,
two
fuck him.
at one point pulling the whole guard disguise thing and getting out of there.
Good.
Also, I saw one. I heard of one theory. I forgot where I heard it from. That the relic that Neo gave the relic.
Yep.
People saying like that could, like Neo has a real relic and
Oh,
gave
she
like a fake, like her like because people notice like wait
The
where's her
only giveaway-
umbrella?
The only
So
giveaway.
people are
which
like, what
actually
if she
like that.
transformed the umbrella to a fake and gave
Yeah.
it to Cinder?
That I like that a lot. The only way I could tell you if that was true or not is I'd have to watch the episode and see if they have it shrink and grow or not.
Yeah.
Because we know that thing has the ability to
Ooh.
shrink and grow, and if it didn't, then that very
I don't
easily could
remember
mean
it
that that's
did.
not it. Yeah, because when
I don't
she shrinks
remember.
it
I
to
just
put it on,
remember her handing it over.
oh, in the episode we don't remember it did. Yeah, I think she
I
just
don't-
hands it to her. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Because
she's
I'm
like,
pretty sure she
here
did
it is.
right over.
Notice me, brownie points
Yeah.
now.
We saw her do a whole ship, so I wouldn't be surprised if she could have done
Also-
that.
Yeah, before we get back to the other theories, am I the only one that noticed that this thing has a second mouth on its head?
I thought that
Oh
was
my
a
God.
spine.
No, that's a spine.
On
That
the
looked
head.
like a second
Fine.
mouth to me.
No, that's a spine.
You don't
He
know
has
what
one
Grim's
mouth.
spines look like. You don't know what their
He
skeletal
has one
bodies
mouth and
look
he
like.
said
Because
no, and
in
I
my
swear to
head,
God, I
don't think
fucking
I
That's
wanted to know.
its spot. That's its spine, and that looks a lot different than that.
Well, your upper spine looks slightly different than your lower spine.
It looks
that's
different than the
only-
spine that's on top of your head.
I was gonna say, but he's pointing at the head, guys.
I'm pointing at the head. I don't have a spine on top of my head. Last I
Maybe
checked
where the
my
face
anatomy,
is.
that's not where my spine is.
No, wait,
Last
how
time
you
I
remove
looked at
how you remove the mouse? It looks like you were petting it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm petting him on his second mouth. Don't worry.
Don't bend it.
He's
So-
checking
Oh
his
my
keys.
god.
Anyway,
Okay, we're gonna dissect next
Summer.
week. We're gonna dissect a Grim.
Sorry,
Summer,
I'm ready for this.
No.
tell them what
No.
this crackpot
No.
theory is. Oh, don't
No.
worry. I'm going to talk about how much this is a thing that comes up every time. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's why I had to bring it up because I knew you would hate it. So, while I was perusing Tumblr as I do,
A magical place.
Shocking.
oh, trust me, I came across a interesting theory. I wish I could have found the original post. All I could find was someone talking about it, but a lot of people, for whatever reason, have decided that the Grim that kidnapped Oscar is actually Summer.
And you know why?
You know.
Because every fucking volume, whatever thing that we don't know what it is Summer because she hasn't been on screen yet.
But
Every time.
This goes back to
Volume
like
1, it was Salem. No, sorry, Volume 1, it was Cinder. Volume 2, it was Salem. Volume 3, it was the fucking dragon. Volume 4, and all the way beginning, it was the moon, because Avatar did a thing, and also, the moon is broken, and thus kindly I scatter, even though it's a song about a fucking rose. It's always something. There was a fucking theory about the Naklave being summer. Everyone, for the love of God. She doesn't need to be everything that doesn't have a name.
I think Ruby is summer.
But it goes back to my theory of
Ruby is
and
summer.
Grim taking over the body.
Wait, like Steven Universe? She's
yes,
her own
but
mom?
if Grim take over her body, why does that even have to be summer?
You never know. It's probably the essence inside of her, like her mind or soul.
I'm just being honest. What's the point of that being summer if we're going to have a Grim summer and it has nothing to do with the looks, personality, or feel of summer? If we're going to have a Grim summer, it should look like summer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's stupid because then it's like
it should look like summer, but the same way how Cinder looks, like all grimdified.
Because it's wait. How does Summer feel in her soul? I think that she would have claws, she'd be really gooey, and she'd have wings. Like,
he's ruining it for me, guys.
I'm being honest with facts. That's why I ruin a lot of things with people.
Notice how Summer said the Summer theory because she can't move on that she's dead.
Look,
I could very honestly see that they have a Grim version of Summer. But it's not that thing.
I was going to say, I'm not denying the possibility of that. I'm denying the possibility that this is summer.
Because also, you could very well just say that, hey, guess what? You want to be really freak the shit out of these kids? If one started talking.
Hey, I don't need to get lectured by a snake with a mustache.
I don't have a mustache.
I sent this.
You need to deny the snake part, though.
Very clever.
I sent their screenshots of like after they killed the grim that was like the dragon, like the flying one.
Yep.
And like 3 more came. Like 3 more grims came. Stop and fucking like, nope, bye, we're leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they like obeyed this thing.
So I thought like, why did they leave? Like like how scary is that grim that the other grim know like to fucking get out?
Right.
Because again, unless they just went, hey guys, please forget the fact that we made the flying monkeys. This is the thing that I want to go get Oscar. This is literally a pet of hers that she just hasn't shown anyone. And if you're going to strike fear into anybody, that would be it. And I'm going to be honest, if I was an egomaniacal maniac and I was going to make Grim versions of other people, I'd make sure they knew exactly who they were looking at to go, you screw with me, that's what you're going to look like. You're not going to turn into a badass monster. You're just going to look like a bad reminder of when you lose.
Yeah.
So Ty's seeing his future, everyone, just so you know.
If I looked like that, I'd be happy. You see how cool that thing looks? Do I need to go back to petting the Grim? Do I need to go back?
No,
look at him. Look at him. I could grow wings whenever I want to. It'd be awesome.
Stop.
No, you need a chosen child to bond with. Then you Digivolve, Kai.
I don't know what version of Digimon you watched, but I don't think they ever had a bonding moment where he basically attempted to kill him.
I mean, to be fair, actually, some of them did go bad.
Don't we look at Ty
trying to because the child was a dickbag, and then we get Skull Greymon.
Did we not talk about Ty trying to force Agumon to digivolve to Ultimate? You got Skull
but
Greymon
that
who's trying to kill
Ty
him?
being a douchebag and not the other way around.
Salem is a douchebag.
Oh, you know. Ty is a douchebag.
That's it.
Did you watch?
New nickname, Ty the douchebag.
I'm sorry, because the character has the same name. It's just setting up a good time to rat.
Anyway, is there anything else we feel needs to be brought up?
The Grim is called Grimmon.
Oh God.
Right now it's called the Hound.
That's what I've been being told.
Because in the credits it has the name of the voice actor.
I'm going with Digimon references here.
If you want to be, wait, no, is that Houndoom?
Houndoom is a Pokemon.
No, I know. No, I know that. I was just trying to think of the thing in my head if it was a Pokemon or not, and I was pretty sure it was a Pokemon. I just had it zap into my head because honestly, if you make it look a little more freaky and deformed, it kind of looks like it looks like that. But yeah.
No, that's pretty much it. Like, again, this is just a more straightforward episode.
Yeah.
Getting plot moving.
There was like two things. The first one where the Karen was like, why do we have to be stuck with like the faunus?
These
animals. I was like, really? We're gonna still have that going on.
These savages.
So I feel like I just feel like with all like the grim, like everyone's fear, the negativity, and like how like people hate the faunus, I feel like that's just gonna make everything worse.
Oh yeah.
And I like how Osmond said, like, yo, we all need to work together.
That might be John's moment where he just bitches out the entire crater.
He bitches out the Karen, which all of us customer service would love to do one day.
Right?
I think he's going to bitch out more than just the Karen, but she'll definitely get part of it.
I also like when Oscar was like, why is it so hard to have people cooperate?
Because that's life.
I was just like, please say that louder because that is a 2020 mood.
Right?
There was one of these that I didn't get it into my pictures here, but it was the picture of where the hell is it? It was this, and it was this. It said my plans with Weiss and then 2020 on Nora.
Yes.
Oh,
that. Also,
I thought that was pretty good.
Just because I saw this for something completely different, I want Ruby to go up to Salem and says, "Salem, I've come to bargain."
Oh no.
That would be funny.
Oh, God.
Someone can guess what I just saw on Facebook.
I am scared.
You know, that would actually work well if Weiss did it because she does have time manipulation powers.
I was gonna say, I feel like this would be Weiss.
Salem,
Mama, I've come to bargain.
Another plot detail where they're like, we can't do that, otherwise the movie would end. Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We are then going to do little shout outs where everybody can find themselves. Blake, go ahead.
I would never prepare myself for this moment.
You've had a week!
Holy photos last time! And I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's every week. Just remember, it's every week.
Kids are unbelievable. It's every week.
I'm gonna be posting memes this week on the page, so look out for my fucking memes.
There you go. I guess that's that. Everybody that is on here is a meme, is a member of the Facebook group. So, well, that's not far off. So we could do that if you want to check her out there. I guess you just check out the page you're already on if you're watching this live.
If not,
Summer, go ahead.
She sent it to you again.
I did.
Well,
I don't have mine yet. It's still apparently a work in progress.
Did you just send it?
Yeah, just now.
Yeah,
okay,
just now.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
We can all see. Maybe we'll turn it into a GIF.
Facebook is stupid. Nope, Facebook didn't turn this one into a GIF. It's just not loading. There we go.
There we are. You can find me as Ray Sketched on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, where I mostly post art. And then click the second one. Or you can find me on my Ruby Tumblr, which is Summer Ray, where I'm trying to make it a nice place for all of our viewers to submit things they want us to share.
Nice.
Just don't share the crack theories.
No, you can share those.
Just to
prepare them, we're going to tear them apart.
No, because I don't like the summer one.
Well, now I just want to advocate for it.
Yeah.
All right.
The same way I'm going to advocate that Clover's dead. We all need to move on.
No!
Raven, where can people find you?
My fancy little sign thing is a work in progress. I'm still waiting for the artist to get back. But so for now, at Fiery Summers Cosplay, Facebook and Instagram. Some of you have actually
I thought
found
the
me, and I
white
thank you for that. No joke. Thank you. So yeah, you'll find me there. That's where I do my cosplay stuff mainly. So you'll see lots of summer robes on there.
Ironically.
Ironically, right?
Wow.
Yes. Because you wouldn't switch names because one of you got into the page before the other one.
Got him.
Basically.
I didn't know this page
I'm making
existed.
it up. That's what they told me.
I didn't know this page existed until when I created that.
But yeah, then you can find me everywhere at Organite Zero, which I should start streaming again next week when I figure out what I got to do for streaming off of that. So, yeah, until next week, we'll see you all next time.
Stay hydrated.